Well, okay. Hold on.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. All right. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I was stressed out. I was driving just a few minutes ago, and I was just trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We are. I don't know if any of you guys heard. I guess there was some reports out that Yang had qualified for the debate yesterday, but it turns out those reports were actually false. So coming into today, questions still up. We don't have much time left to qualify, and just a few moments ago, Scott Santens posted a tweet that Yang has officially qualified. We have the latest Quinnipiac poll. Yang barely squeaks in at 4%. So that is a reason to celebrate. But yo, what's up, Gilly? Shout out to Gilly. Gilly sent me some shirts. I appreciate you. I've been rocking the shirts as frequently as possible. So I'm in heavy Yang rotation as far as the gear. We got hats from Will. We got Gilly with the tees. So I'm yanged out. But yes, it's official. He's in. So now what? It's we constantly are going back and forth, wondering what's going to happen, or if Yang's going to do this. What if the press is, is the press going to cover this one event, or are they not going to cover this one event? And really, it it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter. Like, we need to get some votes. Okay, so this all sounds excellent. This is, of course, going to get him time on stage. It's hosted by PBS, Politico. So Politico's given Yang quite a bit of good coverage. Actually, quite a few of the articles that I've covered on Yang have come out of Politico. So I expect him to do substantially better in this particular event as far as coverage. I expect him to get over 15 minutes of talk time. You heard it here first. Plus, there's only going to be, I think, 7 candidates now, 7 officially. So this gives him a pretty good opportunity to actually, be able to speak his mind, get some ideas out. I posted. If you guys are not on my community, get on my community tab. It's probably not the best place to have conversations, but I do think it's a good way to stay posted. I don't like to just make videos just to make videos, and I try not to just post every single Andrew Yang thing. There are definitely people who do that, so I don't want to just make it redundant. But if there's something smaller that I want to talk about, I'm going to have that conversation in there. And one of the things that I actually posted in there recently was that my mother, completely unsolicited, sends a message. Actually, I told her I was going to talk to Andrew Yang, and she I didn't think she would, but she actually hit me up the next morning. And I haven't talked. I'm a horrible son. I haven't talked to my mom in a little bit, but I talked to her that day, and I talked to her the next day, and she calls me the day I get back from Dallas, and she's like, "Did you ask him about my questions?" So her questions were about. She wanted to know about healthcare, and she wanted to know about education, and you know, I'm gonna get her the answers that she needs. You know what I mean? I'll convert her. But the important thing here is that the campaign needs to hear that these are concerns that I don't feel like are being addressed adequately. I'm gonna. I think, of course, Andrew Yang is the best candidate. I think he has the best ideas. I think he has the best plans. But getting those messages across is critical. I mean, that's what the ads are about. That's what getting those ads is about. That's what this debate thing is all about. And yeah, I'm hoping the campaign does everything in their power to help strengthen that message, to make it clear that Yang isn't too far off of the other candidates, or Bernie Sanders, I guess we'll say, who is the leader on the healthcare front, as far as recognition, trust. That's really what matters. It's about trust. who do the who does America trust when it comes to healthcare? It's going to be Bernie Sanders. So we need to make Andrew Yang's name rise in that particular issue because it has become a pretty, I won't even say polarizing. It's a pretty big point, but let's not lie to ourselves. Okay, everybody is not on board with Medicare for all, and I still stand by my stance that people are unclear as to what that actually means in practice. But if that's an issue people are talking about, Andrew Yang needs to be aligned with, or his position at least needs to be out. Like my mother should not be asking those questions. You know what I mean? Of course, the Yang Daily 10. Yeah, shout out to Yang Daily 10. Yang Daily 10. I didn't do mine, obviously. Check it out. I think it's yangdaily10.com. Check it out. There's 10 things that you can be doing every single day to help Andrew Yang become president. We need to be doing those. 1 second. I wanted to see that poll real quick to see where's our boy Biden. Biden's at 29. Biden's at 29%. Sanders 17. Warren at 15. Booker 1. Klobuchar 3. Castro apparently is still running. I didn't even know this. Is at 1. Gabbard. Yo, I saw a Tulsi Gabbard bumper sticker when I was driving on the highway, like on the way here. I tried to get a picture of it, but she was too far away. But I did see a Tulsi bumper sticker. 3 of them, actually, on the same car. So Yang squeaks in at 4%. Williamson, surprisingly, is at 1%. So if we can get that 1% from Williamson, that'd be great. I didn't even know she was polling at is that a true 1% or what? But Bloomberg, man, sitting at 5, and this is a problem. I know I've heard people say that it's not a big deal that Bloomberg comes in because he's not going to take any support. Well, he is going to take up space on the airwaves, and that is valuable space that we need. And of course, as Yang said, it's also going to make ads more expensive. So it matters that he's there. No, he's not going to win. And yes, he's making our job more difficult. Sorry. I think he's being exposed quite a bit, which I'm happy about. And I did see that he he decided it was a brilliant idea to say that Cory Booker was well-spoken, which is probably the worst. I mean, it's not the worst. It's up there, though. It's up there. He called Cory Booker, a Rhodes Scholar, well-spoken. And, obviously the racial connotation behind that. And it's going to be a real short race for him. But in the meantime, he is making things slightly difficult, at least as far as ad space. I mean, just nonstop Bloomberg ads, radio, TV, internet. I mean, he's everywhere. Wait, hold on. There's a party? Wait, what's going on? What party? Andrew is live right now on the Des Moines Register's YT. Hold on. Let's go to the Des Moines Registrar's YT channel. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have that there. Huh? My bad. Let me see something. Andrew Yang is live right now. What?
New international organization modeled after the WTO for data and technology, like the World Data Organization. Who's going to be proposing a World Data Organization if they're an isolationist? Like, nobody.
Okay.
The mechanism through which we operate, in my mind, should be much more.
All right. So what do you guys think? You want me to close this thing out? We hop over and check out what Yang's talking about? You want me to stick around? It's your call. I feel like I've done my job. I want to talk about a couple of things, but, it's not a big deal. I did speak to Andrew the other day on the panel. It was a great conversation. I was like, I was all over the place. I was like trying to rush to say, like, I wrote out these super long questions, and realizing we only have 10 minutes each, I was just like, man, these questions are too long. I have to try to condense my questions as quickly as possible. He answered, I think, 5 of them or something like that. But I got the rough cut of the video, so I think it's going to be going up here on, I think he said Thursday. So that should be coming. It will be on Nerds for Yang. And then, of course, we're going to break down some of those things. You guys can get some insight as to where these questions came from. Drop a hustle in the film in the Yang Lounge. Wait, what? Where can I see this? You want to see the? Here, I'll send you the link right now. Put you the link right now. This is the link to Andrew Yang on the DM Register is the the YouTube channel. DM Register. There's 950 people in the live stream right now. Dave Chappelle said he endorses Yang. I did see that. By the way, who said that Dave Chappelle should endorse Yang? I did. This guy right here. Me. But it was funny. I actually saw that in the Facebook group, and somebody said that he's not humanity first, so maybe that isn't going to be the best thing. But you know what? Andrew Yang, when made fun of by the comedian's name, who I can't think of, his response was what? You know what I mean? Like, this guy's a comedian. He should be a comedian. Let him do his thing. I'm not going to hold this against him as a regular person because he's doing his job. So this is pragmatic Yang at it again. I'm not mad. So for someone to say that Dave Chappelle supporting Yang isn't a good thing because, or not isn't a good thing, but isn't ideal because he's not humanity first, it's just like, I mean, I don't know what you want a comedian to do other than try to make jokes. And, you know, we laugh at things. I mean, we're just people, man. Like, we're just people. So, yeah. Actually, I saw that comment when it got posted, and the guy said he couldn't hear the response as to why Dave Chappelle would not outwardly endorse Yang. I think he said the crowd got loud or something like that, so he couldn't hear the response. So I was like, we needed that part. But hey, it's still making the rounds. I didn't think it would actually hit anywhere else outside of the Facebook group that I'm in. So I was like blown away. But yep, I just got the alert from the Andrew Yang app. Yang 4% nationally, meeting all qualifications for the December debate. It's official. Dave Chappelle is humanity first. He just speaks what he believes. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. Jump over and show love. Yeah, go ahead, show love. It's all good. You think Bloomberg will buy up all the debate? Yeah, he's going to. I mean, he's bought every commercial. I've never even seen commercials for half these candidates, and I've seen probably 6 Bloomberg commercials. The ad I saw this morning for Yang was really good. He has an ad where he's talking about. He posted on his Twitter. It said something like, I think every American needs to see this. That was Andrew's tweet. It says every American needs to see this or something like that, or hear this message. And he says something about, it's got the kids all right speech, or the kids are not all right speech in there. And it was really, really, really good. It wasn't politician-y. Like, it sounded regular, but it was one of those like, okay, I can get behind this. So I think that is going to be a strong commercial, so feel free to check that out. I think this is it. Yeah, if you believe America needs to hear this on December debate stage, go to Yang 2020. Yeah.
This room have had, but we have been afraid to express, and it is this: our kids are not all right.
Very good commercial. Very good spot. Wait, who's gonna be in Oklahoma? Make sure to like the stream. Oh yeah, I gotta like. Yeah, y'all all up in my business. Okay, let me like it. Oh, it's got 7 dislikes. Jeez. Hold on. Whipped cream gate will never disappear. Yeah, there's a reason to bust out the whipped cream. Yang is the only man of color on the stage in December. There you go. Let's run that. Steyr bombarding airwaves in New Hampshire, actually having the opposite effect. People are complaining about seeing 17 ads an hour. Wow. Andrew is elaborate now. No, what's up? What up? Jay Giddens. Oh, Jay Giddens. What up, fam? We got Paget Boy Zach and Fred. Wait. What? Wait. What party? What is this? No one told me about a party in LA. I have no idea what you're speaking about. Went straight there after demonstrated base. Less candidates. Yang took. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up in the stream real quick. Somehow tell me, I told you so. Never mind, barely speaks. Okay, let me come back. All right. So Glenn from Walking Dead is Steve Yoon. Is Yang Gang? Oh, is he? You're talking to his brother right now. Really? He's helping with the party on the 18th. What? Glenn was always my favorite before I stopped watching that show. Have you seen commercial ads? I only see Yangs because I speak them out. I don't have a TV. I feel you. Yeah. Oh, thanks, John. Thanks, John, for telling me in the live stream about the LA event that I know nothing about. What day is this thing? Yes. What else did I want to cover? Okay, so I mentioned that. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna ask you guys. So what are the things? What are the things that we need to cover? So, I've been thinking about content ideas. I don't know what's missing. I don't know. I don't know what's not out there. I feel like everything's covered. I feel like it's obvious that we should all be voting for Andrew Yang, but I don't know why the message isn't resonating. I think we need, at this point, we just need, celebrity endorsements and those superficial things. Are you coming to Los Angeles? The 18th of January. Let me write it down. The 18th of January, come to LA. Did you know Bernie's Medicare for All will add a 4% tax to employees and 7% tax to employers? I did not know that. Thank you for putting that into simple numbers. Listen, Bernie's running on I'll give you everything. And if I'll give you everything works, then we don't have a chance. I'm sorry. That's like no matter what it is, he'll give it to you. Like, oh, you want some avocado toast? Like, yeah, I'll give that to you. Everybody gets avocado toast, of course. Like, what are you talking about? You can't compete with free because Bernie's got free covered. We can only talk to logical people. We cannot talk to people who just want to get as much free stuff as possible. There's no point in having that conversation. We need the Dave Chappelle show to be released. Yeah. Why didn't anybody record that?
Approach. So I think affirmative action certainly has a place to try and include people that would otherwise be left out, and in some cases, helping to address historic imbalances that certain communities have experienced.
Obviously, be the first Asian American president. What ways do you think that would make a difference in your presidency?
Pete. Oh boy, stop it. Political insider. What? Oh my God. Avocado toast is a human right. Exactly. Yeah. You can't argue with that. So if that's what you're competing with, like, there's no conversation. I can't disparage Bernie Sanders because you don't care about realism if you think that Bernie Sanders is a ideal candidate. Like, honestly, if I was running on Bernie Sanders' platform, I wouldn't be running for president. I just like we'd be at the armory. Like, what are we running for president for? Like, that's a waste of time. This man's talking about I'm gonna give you everything and I'm gonna take down this, I'm gonna take down that. So what are you running for president for? Seems like that's the wrong way to get what you want. Comedy shows that actually take your phone. Yeah, that's true. He does take the phone. I don't know. He's been lax on that lately though. MSM did a story on Steyer's ad by annoying people. 17 ads a day. Wow, that's really crazy. Why does Bernie think internet is a human right? I mean, internet, it's not that it's a human right, it's that you don't have a choice but to have it in order to compete. And I agree with him. Like, that's how a lot of this stuff is, man. Like, if you don't have it, you don't have a chance. So we can say, oh yeah, you don't. I mean, but even Andrew Yang wants to expand broadband access to rural communities. So I don't have a problem with that. But I don't have a problem with. But like I said, Bernie just takes it too far, man. Bernie takes it way too far. Like, you're taking a system where people there's homelessness, like people are struggling, and then you're gonna say, okay, we're gonna go from that to everybody get a Benz in an upper middle class neighborhood tonight. Come on, man.
I think Americans recognize a joke when they hear it. And I think Americans
See,
are smart
there he
enough
is.
to know that if you're looking at a community of millions of different people,
Jokes.
a very diverse community, and that certainly that there's no one individual.
You don't want to see Bernie and Yang debate because it'll be embarrassing for Bernie Sanders, and it'll probably end his career. Like, I'm not even joking. It would be very bad for him to debate Andrew Yang. He will not debate Andrew Yang. I pulled up a graphic quite a while ago that shows the amount of words that Bernie Sanders policies are put into compared to Andrew Yang. Yang is putting his policies into like 5 times more words because it's not even close, man. That's why he can talk long form. You don't see Bernie Sanders doing long form stuff like Andrew Yang. And not that he doesn't know his stuff. He just doesn't know it as well. Watch the episode of Patriot Act, Why Your Internet Sucks. Oh, man. Taxpayers bailed out Wall Street. Now it's time to spread out a few $1 trillion for the U.S. Yeah. Bernie's policies altogether cost 50, 70 trillion. Ain't going to happen. Oh, yeah, but see, that's the thing. If you don't care about realism if you're a Bernie Sanders supporter. That does not matter. You are focused on gimme. Like, what can I get? I want it now. And is it going to be a check or am I going to get cash? Andrew Yang, money is good. What is your rebuttal? Is that to me? Bernie. Hey, listen, I got this right here. Whenever you start thinking about, hold on, where is this thing? I've been holding on to this little, where is it? Oh, did I take it off my thing? I don't have the hard drive plugged in. I don't have my hard drive plugged in that has it on there. But yeah, I got the whole. I edited it up, man. Bernie Sanders endorsing Hillary Clinton. Like, he's not gonna stand up for anything. I'm sorry. His hope is that these people just say, okay, fine, we'll let you tax us, we'll let you take our money, because if there's a fight, he ain't the guy who you want leading it. Bernie, oh man, Bernie lobs out general moralistic things for people to rally behind, but he's a senator. He knows. That's why when he's pressed, he says we need a revolution because you do. He will never be president. David Hale, we gotta get past these David Hale guys right here who says he will never be president. That's a concern. That concerns me. I actually dug up an old Tim Black video when Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton, where they were. It was like, I guess, right after he made his. It wasn't a concession speech, but it was like he had endorsed her, and Tim Black makes this video where he's like, he hasn't officially given up. You know, he's working on some things. What? Like, come on, man. I was going to just download that video and just repost it. Like, what are you talking about, man? It's over. All right, you hold up the woman's hand. You got down with the establishment. It's all good. Just, like, stop lying to yourself. Bernie acts like he's not divisive instead of saying AOC. Man. Puppies are human right. Oh, man. That Bernie example in comments about giving girls the mic isn't helpful. It was good for people to hear Black Lives Matter at that moment, and it made Bernie look good. It didn't make Bernie look good. It made him look weak. I'm just saying. Do you think Donald Trump would have done that? I don't care who it was. Donald Trump wouldn't do that for nobody. What does an endorsement really mean? Endorsements are psychological. They matter. They matter. I'm not going to front. Listen, Andrew Yang wants to give you media campaigns to go with all these things that he wants to change because he understands the importance of media, and an endorsement matters. Like, even the other day I said I don't want an endorsement from Barack Obama because of who he has become, what he actually did as president. But the reality is I do want that endorsement because it's going to matter to somebody. Like, Joe Biden's entire campaign is riding off of the perception of his association with Barack Obama. So it matters. Will I be in Los Angeles? Ask me again. I don't know. I don't have any plans to go to LA, but I mean, I feel like if everybody's going, I'll have to take a look at it. No need to hate on Bernie, criticize him for his policies. Yeah, I do that. But people who are voting for Bernie Sanders, who are committed to Bernie Sanders at this point, just want free stuff, so it's not going to matter because there's nothing you can convince. You cannot say anything to them to make them understand that half the stuff he's promising you're not even going to get. But, like, he's not a realistic candidate. Like, he has no interest in being realistic at all. puppies are a hot commodity. See you in L.A., brother. Add me to the roster, man. Whatever. Now you got plans, man. Get out here. Okay. Yang's foreign policy is disappointing. Listen, you can't have everything, man. What question would I ask Andrew Yang if you wouldn't? I can't tell you my questions because the video is going to come out. My questions were different. Some of my questions weren't even questions I necessarily wanted to ask, but I felt like they would give me something that I needed to know. My questions were about helping people to understand the way Andrew Yang thinks more than anything. So that's kind of what my focus is. We'll break it down. You're in OKC right now? Do I know of a watch party in OKC? I do not. I can check out if you're in OKC, check out the OKC Yang Gang group in Facebook or on Facebook. We don't need the Flip Bernie Bros. We need the Booty Boy. That is true. That is true. Listen, I'm not trying to flip Bernie. If you Bernie fan, go on over there. It's all good. I'm not mad at you. Support your guy. But just know, come on, man. Well, yeah, let's get the I haven't seen any well, I'm probably not going to see any Mayor Pete stickers around here. But he's looking vulnerable right now too. And listen, every time these wild progressives get up here and start talking about how centrist everybody is, like, just stay away from Andrew, okay? Because Andrew's playing in all the different groups, so I think that he has a pretty good shot at getting support from everywhere. What exactly about Yang's foreign policy is disappointing? Isn't he just about non-intervention and attacking? I don't even understand these the criticisms of Yang's foreign policy. I lose respect for people that actually watch Yang in a long-form interview and don't immediately get on board. Just saying, I mean, it just says a lot about how you think. That's why I said you don't want Andrew Yang to debate Bernie Sanders. It will not be pretty. You don't want to look at Andrew Yang's policy side by side to Bernie Sanders. Also, would not be good. So you're voting for somebody just because of the person, and that's fine. That's not me. I'm a substance person. I told y'all if Tom Steyer had this was his plan, I'd be rocking the Tom Steyer hat. You even think Tulsi's foreign policies? I've been with the Yang Gang since June. I've been donating for the first time after the next debate. I wonder why I waited so long. Well, first off, I don't donate. I donate my time and effort. Yo, time and effort is just as valuable than money. If you got money, we'll take it. If you don't have money, we'll take your time. So, booty bros will eat each. Oh my God, you guys are wild, man. You think FP is critical for the entire world? It would be perfect for us and the rest of it. You think everyone's candidate's foreign policy is disappointing? They're all made up until they get in office. Exactly. All of this stuff is made up, which is why I default to the way Andrew Yang thinks, because the way he thinks is going to tell me what I need to know. I can't expect him to tell me everything up front. It's not realistic. But if you have beliefs and principles that guide your decision making, that is going to tell me a lot more than your lies that you're going to tell me when you get up in office. That's why I know that Bernie is just too hard-headed to get anything done, because he consistently shows me that that's the kind of guy he is. I sound like Elizabeth Warren. If you have any money, we'll take. Listen, I'm a capitalist. I will take the money. Yang went with, I would tell Putin not to mess with our elections and call China out for... Yeah, that was kind of weak, but I mean, look, Yang is in a tough spot, okay? He has no name recognition. He looks different. He's talking different. He's got to say things that that are hopefully gonna have that emotional response that some of those. I told you, if Yang could give a response like Pete in the last debate, that was it was looking presidential. I mean, it was all talking points, it was all platitude, but it sounded good. I'm sorry. I agree that the policy is most important, but it's the authenticity of the person putting forth the policy that also matters. Absolutely, which is why I default to how he thinks. Half the people talking about foreign policy don't even know what foreign policy. LY asking the legendary question about Yang's Medicare for all. Ah, boy. A leader has to be diplomatic. Bernie is herding the poor into the arms of the rich. What's the early information people had about the mama was false? Any idea? Hey, I didn't actually. I think I just saw some headlines. Really, it was just a bunch of headlines that came out yesterday. People were saying Yang had qualified. I didn't actually click anything. I didn't watch any videos, so I didn't actually even know what it was. But I assumed he was going to qualify at some point, so I didn't really pay it too much attention. And it wasn't really that I perked up when I realized that he did not qualify. That was when I was concerned. But when I was in Dallas the other day, he got on stage and he said it. He's like, "Oh, we're going to qualify within the next few days." So I wasn't tripping. You organized a meeting between Boyce and Bernie's Medicare for All organizer? No, you didn't. Wow. Please go to LA so I can watch my live stream. Oh, man. His live stream just ended. Okay. Man, give me a meeting. Give me a meeting with I'll take a meeting with anybody. Give me an interview with anybody. I want to know who these Bloomingdales are. 6% really? Money, man. You spend $40 million, you're gonna get 6%. Like that's easy. It's easy. People don't pay attention. They're looking for a familiar name. That's how this works. People who aren't engaged currently, which is a lot of people, I predict about 78% of Americans don't care. So they're just like, I'll see what's up come November. Everybody else is chosen their candidates, so they're not really budging. So if somebody who's not engaged gets a phone call and it says, "Hey, here's who's running," and you hear a couple of names, you're like, "Okay, I know Biden, I don't like Obama, but I know Bloomberg, and I don't know who any of these other people are." All right, well, I'm going with Bloomberg. China's AI is probably the most realistic threat to our life. I mean, look, we covered that the other day, man. China is not playing. They want to be the global leader for a reason. They're like, you can. AI is going to be a problem. We just don't see it because we don't. I don't know. We just have a problem. We have issues understanding or comprehending the complexity and the magnitude of what that actually means. So we think that's future conversation. Bloomberg supporter is a unicorn. Michael Bloomberg will drop out when he realizes he can't buy votes. Bloomberg's not trying to win, and he can buy votes. He just can't buy victory, but he's not trying to win. So I'm trying to figure out what he wants to do. I don't know what he's trying to do. Yang should thank Pete at debates for taking so many of his ideas. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And he said that in Dallas too. Like, man, these guys just keep on taking his ideas. Self-driving cars are on the road as of yesterday. That's 2 million jobs starting to be lost. Yeah, man. Yeah, they just got self-driving boats. I just saw that a couple of weeks ago. A lot of from president's policies. Wait a minute. If you respect money above all, you like Bloomberg. I am Obama, and I like Andrew Yang. Yeah, we got the Obama meeting coming up, so that should be interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know what that means, But I don't see a Joe Biden and Obama meeting. That's all I know. I don't see. So I'm happy about that. Yo, Robert, appreciate you. Robert, that's the second super chat last time went live, man. Appreciate you, man. Always coming through. 10 million jobs will be affected by driverless cars and all subsidiary businesses. Bloomberg. Yeah, man, I was just passing through. Again, I'm driving to Dallas, and I'm passing by these truck stops and these gas stations. I'm like, man, y'all are going to be in trouble because there's no reason for anybody to come here if they're not. I mean, not nobody. People will still drive through, but it will be significantly less. So it's going to be tough. American talent are involved in China AI development. Ambition should compete but collaborate. Well, we're not going to compete. We're not going to collaborate with China, so that's a problem. So we have to beat them. But they're investing way more money into AI, and they have full buy-in from their public, so it's going to be a little bit different. It's not optional. You opted in. Many people, Glenn Condez, Yang, we're trying to trend donate to Andrew Yang right now. Okay. Donate and post a pic of your receipt. All right. I'll do that. Would Yang surge with an Obama endorsement? Are you kidding me? Tulsi surged with a Hillary Clinton smear. An Obama endorsement will put Yang at 17% overnight. Like easy hitting double digits. No question. Chappelle talked about the opiate crisis. Yes, why don't we get Yang? That's one of the things that Yang has that nobody else has. Decriminalizing opioids. Let's get that out there. Why isn't that being pushed harder? Like, that's what I'm looking for, those significant differences that are going to get people to be like, oh, this guy is way different. And there's honestly not, I mean, there are those, but the problem is a lot of the ones that are available are things that people don't really understand. They're regarding technology and AI and things like that. But yeah, opioids, like that's a big difference that nobody else is talking about. So maybe I should make a video on that. Electric cars in general have a big ripple effect as well. Yeah, less parts, nope, man. Bloomberg wants to block Bernie when MSM says warrants. I mean, maybe. China is pirating everything. I think low-key why big tech open source a lot of their patents. Puppet Pete, yeah. Is Obama meeting Yang? Yeah, he's meeting him in January. Which is why that Yang needed to qualify for this debate. Because if he didn't qualify for the debate, I can imagine that would have been a problem. Obama is centrist. Yes, of course he's centrist. Obama's a Republican. What you talking about? There's a rumor going around that if Uber doesn't buy Lyft, then Google will buy. Uber can't buy Lyft. And put self-driving cars on the road via rideshare. Lyft, when we're already operational in Phoenix. I mean, Uber and Lyft are both going to fail, right? It's going to be the successor who benefits from everything that's happening right now. They're not making enough money fast enough, and they're not going to do it. There is this fly in my house. It is driving me nuts. I don't know where it came from, but it's just one fly. China wins AI race because government just takes all the data. Exactly. That's exactly it. China does not need your permission. See, we're at a point, we don't have the trust that they have. I mean, they don't have trust, but they just take it, so they're just like, whatever. We can't keep up with that because not only are they investing trillions of dollars into AI, but they're also just taking the data from the people that we are trying to negotiate ownership rights over. Is Asian American people of color? Apparently they are. How I feel about them decriminalizing opioids versus how they crack academic was. Yeah, Jody, I've spoken my piece on that. A lot of black men had to take an L for some people to be able to experience the joys of decriminalized opioids. So you're welcome. Obama hates Bernie and Republicans are eating it up. Look, there's certain names that you can say that are going to make a great conversation. Obama's one of them. Thoughts to Jersey City? We need innovative gun reform. Well, I don't know what the gun reform you're talking about refers to, but I got Andrew Yang talking about getting rid of lethal weapons. So that's all I really care about. I mean, we talk about non-lethal weapons. We're talking about body cams on every cop. So those two things, those would be nice. But I mean, look, man, federal government is going to be limited as what they can do regarding a lot of these things. These are local issues. So maybe once we have Yang putting $1 billion into local journalism, we can get the engaged public out here to get some reform in their local areas, because otherwise it's not going to happen. Remember, none of this matters if the people don't do anything. That's the difference. We need the people. Yang is giving you the power. He's giving you money. He's giving you money to put into politics. There you go. Then you'd be like the big dogs. And he's giving you information so that you can go out and control your area. Bernie ain't doing that because he don't want you to do nothing. He just wants you to give. He wants to tax the rich and give the government control of everything. Bernie is not the front runner. He's forever second or third. Yeah. Look, man, I told y'all. Biden, 29%. He's doubling up on doubling up on Warren. Crack was an epidemic because it was a black opioid crisis. It's a crisis because what? That's right. That's America for you. Man. That is America, boy. Happens to too many white people. We got a crisis on our hands. Black people got to get it together, though. I don't know what's up with y'all. Just get on the drugs and you just start shooting each other. You better be smashing that like button. Share the crowd. Oh, man. Billionaires are to Bernie what immigrants are to Trump. Yeah, but see, the problem with what Bernie's done, and this is why I said this before. Trump was smart to target a group that couldn't necessarily fight back. Warren or Sanders is fighting the group that's going to do everything in their power to fight you. If Obama endorsed Yang, will Biden have to follow suit? Man, if Obama endorsed Yang, Biden would have to drop out immediately, because that would be the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. Quit reading our newsletter. Biden has already endorsed Trump. That's true. Biden has endorsed Trump. I could have just made a video the other day about all of, like, what's up with Biden? That dude's melting down bad. Yeah. He called that guy fat. He's told several people to vote for Trump. Actually, he told people he's endorsed Bernie Sanders as well. Andrew is targeting robots. Also genius. They can't fight back. Dave Chappelle, no. No malarkey. Man, no malarkey. I thought that was a joke. I thought people were joking when they kept saying no malarkey. I did not realize this was a real thing. No malarkey? Who co-signed that? No malarkey. Malarkey? Come on, man. That can't be real. You want something that says, I have no idea what's going on in modern day times? I'm going to run a campaign, and my slogan's going to be no malarkey. Jesus, mad cringy. Did you see that guy called fat? He also told him he's too old to vote. Oh, I didn't. I heard that they said something got cut out. That's funny. And then I heard he apologized that he challenged him to a push-up contest. He said that wasn't right. Be right back. Chappelle on opioid crisis endorsement Yang. Ooh, okay, all right. Ly giving me the gold. Hold on, there it is. When did Yang say that, or when did Chappelle say it? Did he do it in stand up? What's the name of it? Tell me. Yeah, give me videos, man. We gotta go. We gotta go bigger. I think that'll be a real big one. I think we can get 20,000. We can hit 20,000 views off of that. I gotta be able to hit 20,000 views, man. That means we gotta be getting outside of the Yang Gang. Fraternities do this type of thing all the time. People move on. Yang for president. Small mind. No flat Brody. Zero shenanigans. I can roll with zero shenanigans, but no malarkey is like, whoa. Is that for real? Is that really what it was gonna be? Because after no malarkey, I cannot possibly put it past him that that's an actual thing. It's on the Netflix one. It's on Sticks and Stones. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna put that down. Sticks and Stones. I'll have to find it. I'm sure I can look it up. If it's on the Sticks and Stones, I'm sure somebody's posted it. Free college will end up like charter schools. More millionaires will start colleges to get. Welcome back, Chris. They should proceed with the push-up contest. I would love to see. Joe Biden seems like he probably has like a six-pack. I feel like he's like super ripped. Like he's gonna take off his shirt. You can be like, what the? Buttigieg. Man, Buttigieg. Also, Buttigieg is junior Joe Biden. Did you see him tell that kid? I guess the guy's like, "Hey, you gonna take money out of politics?" He's like, "No, I will not." just casually. That man is not playing, man. Yeah, we know what malarkey means, but who says that? I've never heard anyone in 20. Okay, I've never heard anyone in the last 10 years say the word malarkey. And I'm being generous. You tweeted me the video. Man, you are on fire. I appreciate you. Yeah, Joe Biden's probably tatted it up. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, you're going to see Joe Biden take his shirt off and everybody's going to be like, whoa, hold on. This man's looking presidential right now. Willie Thomas. Yeah, we played the Joe Biden clip of his passionate speech on the three strikes law. Pete is by far the worst. Yang on World Star. Pete straight up looked directly at him and answered. No. It was pretty gangster though, man. He said it like the person was asking him a nonsensical question, like it wasn't a real question, which if you didn't realize what the guy asked him, you would have been like, oh, this guy is just talking nonsense. No fiddle faddle to it. Oh my goodness. Black girls for Yang. No malarkey is on his tour bus? No, it's not. No, it's not. Wow. And it's like spray painted. It's not even like are you for real? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Malarkey. Oh my god. This is I can't believe this is real. You're waiting for Joe Biden to say what in the is. It's debatable to hold Biden accountable for what, man. He chose. What are you talking about? You think somebody just picked a slogan for him and just showed him the bus? They just rolled out the bus without him having any say-so in it? He heard that and said, that's fire. Get me that on a bumper sticker immediately. Talk Dave Chappelle being Yang. Man, look. Y'all asked me 2 months ago, what black person can Andrew Yang get that would be a good endorsement? And we sat here and we thought about it. And at that time, I told you, Dave Chappelle is the only person. Now, I know this is all news to you, but I'm telling you, I predicted this. I mean, I didn't predict it. He's the only person that makes sense. He's the only person who actually has a political voice, who is rational, who makes sense. Anybody else would have just been like some kind of pandering thing. It would have been awkward. No, it had to be Dave Chappelle. Biden got bars. Yeah, listen, no malarkey did not pass through one person. That wasn't just one crazy intern saying, I got this. No. People sat in a room and they went through a couple of them. They had some cards and they were like, no. Malarkey? Ooh, malarkey. Steve, you're on to something. Get that printed up real quick. Let's see what that looks like. Here's Yang talking Chappelle right here. Oh, the busing thing. Oh, no. I got you. I got you. What, a rapper for Yang? No, we don't want Jay-Z. That's why I said we can't use Jay-Z. Jay-Z's a sellout. Jay-Z don't work right now. That would have been a very bad move. Jay-Z works for the NFL. We can't have his endorsement. That would not be a good look. Yeah, we need Dave Chappelle. He's actually engaged in politics, not Jay-Z. What is it? Sleepy Joe Biden. No, jeez. Oh my goodness. I love the word malarkey. I just don't think it works for a presidential campaign. A Lil Xan endorsement. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. A Beyonce. No, we don't need a Beyonce endorsement. You can't just be a person who shows up and does a show with a black beret on, and now you somebody that people care about. You have to be genuine, which is why it's hard to find somebody who actually works in this particular case, which is why Dave Chappelle is the only person who works, because Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million because he didn't like the way his jokes were being received, and he didn't like the atmosphere around the show. That's the kind of person who, when you hear them endorse something, sounds legitimate. Not Jay-Z, who jumped at the first chance to collect a check from the NFL. That doesn't work. Malarkey is mad cringy. Yes, it is. Tyler, the Creator, would love Yang. Rhymes. Oh, man. Chance the Rapper? Oof. Nah. Chance the Rapper, he's a Bernie guy. He don't work. Come out to this. Okay. I'm clicking your link. Where is it taking me? Mobilize America. What have I signed up for? Man, you gotta watch John. John be sending you all types of little crazy links. R. Kelly for Biden. That would be awesome and hilarious. Kanye West. We don't want Kanye West with a math hat. You see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't. You can't just say names. You cannot just say names. This is what I'm saying. You can't just say names. It's got to be real. We don't want Kanye West endorsement. Kendrick Lamar? Maybe. Oh, the whatever is cool. You know what? I love that. I just heard that on the way here as well. Yang, I think he did an interview with his wife, and he was talking about, he tells his kid, I guess, how to deal with like difficult situations, and he was just saying, just say whatever is cool, and that was like a whole thing. There's a little segment in the video. Very good. I love that. Very humanizing, positive, learn something. Getting ready for the Andrew Yang children's book. Chris Rock? Chris Rock's not popping enough. We should avoid Bill Cosby's. Okay, all right. Chris Hedges, and not to mention Kanye West is wearing a MAGA hat 6 months ago. We can't. He has no allegiance. His allegiance is to whoever is going to help him make money this week. John Kerry endorsing Joe Biden and referencing Gone with the Wind. Whoa. Look, you know what? For as funny as this is, going with I'm just going to focus on people who are over 60 years old might be not that bad of a strategy. They have a pretty good voter turnout. Foundation from lobbyists to congressmen is a joke. Get money. We got that OJ. Oprah. Ah. What about Rihanna? Rihanna. Come on, man. Y'all see, you can't just name black people. It doesn't work like that. Denzel. Denzel. Okay. This is why y'all can't advise Andrew Yang, because y'all just saying wild stuff right now. Do you hear me just naming random black people? I know better. Flying Lotus. Ooh. Appreciate you, Silencer. Yeah, Flying Lotus, that'd be fire. I pledge allegiance to the almighty dollar. That would be a fire pledge of allegiance. I'm not even joking. Somebody should for real redo the pledge of allegiance and put that in there. Every day is a great day to be Yang Gang. Today is premiering to be, man, Kaepernick. Nope, I don't want Kaepernick. He don't say enough for me. We got the endorsement that we needed. Dave Chappelle. We just need him to openly say it though. Kaepernick is divisive and silent, and we don't need him. Old, stupid, and watching TV. Riverside. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So let's talk about the Dallas rally. It was a really interesting event. Like it felt like a grassroots thing. It didn't feel like this. Like I can imagine going to a Trump rally would be insane. I would love to actually go to a Trump rally, but I don't think they'd have me. So I would have to, get some cosmetics or some prosthetics done before I can go in some place like that. But the atmosphere was incredible. The people were just. It was a interesting crowd. Not it was interesting. It was a very good laid back crowd, very young crowd. I mean, I don't think there was too many people who were over 50 there. It was just a real chill environment, man. Real chill environment. David Duke. Oh, Jesus. You cannot type divisive things in the comment section because I read them out loud and then I get flagged by YouTube. We need to get Yang on the Black Twitter, trickle up name recognition. Look, that's Yang's job. We can't make him do something that he's not doing. If he's not going after that crowd, then I can't. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody told me I should check out the Paget interview with Dwight. I did. It was good. But I don't think Dwight works for the campaign. So it's like we need it to all come from him. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you say. It matters what he's doing. And I still don't see it. Now, fortunately, he's still rising. 4% is an increase. But what code can we use for jokes that doesn't... Sorry. Doesn't read. Yeah. Don't make me read these jokes out loud. I try to engage with you guys. I read your comments. Like I gotta learn how to do that. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a host like that. I'm an amateur. I'm a filmmaker. I stay behind the camera. I'm not used to this. It's too much pressure. We gotta pull a Pete Buttigieg, email all celebrities, and if they don't respond before 4 p.m., they're officially endorsed. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man, the Dallas rally, man, it was just incredible. I met Zach. I got to talk. It was funny. I talked to Zach, and he's like, I was like, yeah, I was on the call. He's like, that was you? I was like, dude, that was like 45 minutes ago. You for real right now? Um, yeah, just it was just very intimate, man. It was very intimate. The speech was really good. He kind of went after the DNC establishment quite a bit in that speech, and it didn't. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. He said some things on the call that were interesting. So I just don't know. But I do know that I have the freedom to do and say whatever I want to say, and I don't work for the campaign, so that's just it is what it is. All blacks will vote for Yang. Those polls are lies. I've already said I feel like the black voter turnout is going to be extremely low. So don't get excited. Polling 20% with black voters might not mean that much if it's the lowest voter turnout in forever. I think Yang needs to attract a bit more of the older crowd. He makes sense and will appeal to them, but he's too much about the young crowd. I agree. I agree. Dwight Hunter is a brilliant man. Free hot dogs in the hood. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I was thinking about free hot dogs a little bit ago, and somebody mentioned pancakes and waffles, which I think is a great idea because I think they're actually less expensive. I was listening to this Reddit post, and the guy said he makes waffles for his office, and it's like $300 a year. Now, I imagine the office is probably less than a community, but yeah, man, go to the barbershop, pancake bread. Barbershops on Saturday mornings, lines crazy, okay? You giving out pancakes, you talk about Yang, they're gonna be down with that. But yeah, Dwight did say something funny. He was like, I don't recommend you guys go to black neighborhoods. I was like, yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about. You guys gonna go to a random black neighborhood and just start walking around talking about Andrew Yang? Like, what? Who is this? Yang says logistics. Yeah, man. You're a little leery of Zach. Really? Yo, and you know I was going. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Zach for spinning the whole the big the whipped cream thing and the big coat guy. I don't know if you guys saw that exchange. It went from Yang with the whipped cream, and then somebody posts in there something like, "Finally, somebody is able to rein in Andrew Yang." Shout out big coat guy, and then Zach takes that and responds, "Yeah, this is my master plan all along." So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Of course, the media doesn't cover the rest of it. They just cover the first part where Andrew Yang's out of control. Got to bring a black friend. I told y'all, man, he got to know some black people. I don't know. I don't know who. There's footage of this. Oh, there's footage of it. Thank you. Okay, cool. I was wondering why the guy didn't post the footage. For my coffee shops are packed. Yeah, man. Yeah. Go to these coffee shops. You get some pancakes. You get some waffles. Like, this stuff is super cheap. Blacks are not fools. We just need to listen to Yang's whole agenda. Black people are still skeptical, but yeah, we need that. Can't bring a camera in. Oh, you're asking if there's footage. Did you ask Yang about having a black agenda? I don't know why I ask you. I think you can't say. You're right, I can't say. Like I said, Thursday the video will be out. You'll see. You'll see what I asked. Never forget America is a sleeping giant, so the polls are not polling the majority. Right, but the problem is that Andrew Yang has to make it to the part where the majority of Americans are going to be paying attention. That is the disadvantage. I think he would do great in a general election against Trump. I think he would do great when it comes down to it. But I think the problem is that this is early. We're asking people who are Republicans to register to vote Democrat. We're asking people to show up to the primary. This is not the actual election. People are not necessarily used to voting this early. So that's the problem. Campaigning at a strip club. I have a friend who goes, I mean, yeah, campaigning at a strip club will be good, but I don't think a strip club is going to let you do that because they don't want you messing up their business. I was interviewing a stripper the other day, and she was telling me, and I only say that because it's relevant to the story. She was saying that when Trump became president, her job became, she started to feel in danger. Like she said, she felt like people were saying outwardly racist things, and people's attitude in general changed with Trump as president. I thought that was very interesting because I was not expecting at all for her to say anything about politics when we're doing this interview. But she said Trump being president changed the culture of strip clubs. That kind of took me back. He would do great in the general. He needs the Democratic base of support. Yeah, that's the problem. Strippers for Yang. Yeah, I mean, come on. Secure the bag? Is that not a stripper anthem if there was one? I was interviewed. I had Everyone thinks the Dems are the same and not paying attention. Exactly. It's just early, man. It's early. I don't. If we had mobile voting, that'd be different. We don't. We have people who have to go down to a polling place in February, and that's not when they're used to voting, man. Where did I find this stripper? I've had my eye on her for a while. I scouted her. I had to put her on the tape. I said she's talented. All of these things I'm saying sound horrible. All the strippers wanted to know who that was. Really? Totally agree about LeBron. I'm from Akron. I like. Oh yeah. Yeah. LeBron Yang should have hit up LeBron during the Fair Play Act. That would have been a great opportunity. You'd have been rallying around policy, not just platitude, not just doing it because it's a good look. He's got to take advantage of those opportunities, man. You don't get too many opportunities to find a prominent black person who's actually supporting a policy that's not some fugazi thing. Like, that was a legitimate policy, and that was a huge opportunity for Andrew Yang. Because not only is it a policy, not only is it an athlete, it's the biggest athlete on the planet. Come on, man. LeBron cares about helping little kids. Let it rain for Yang. Cardi B is Bernie. Listen, I love Cardi B. Cardi B is one of my greatest motivators. However, when it comes to policy, I don't want to hear what Cardi B has to say. I want Cardi B to be funny. I want her to make music. I don't care what she thinks about politics. Will Smith's homelessness awareness. Oh, yeah. How did the homelessness event? I was thinking about that the other day. I was driving by a bunch of homeless people, and I was like, man, could I sit out here all night? Could I do that? I don't know about no malarkey, but let's see. Will Smith, homeless. The event was one of... How many people were there? That's all I care about. Y'all are sleeping in Times Square. I'll sleep in Times Square. Thought y'all was gonna sleep out in he performed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. You got to be kidding me. So how many people were there? You're just mad at waffles? Funny enough, Eggos was a treat when I was poor too. Man. Jesus. Yeah, you got to really go and do it, Mr. Smith. I mean, look, I appreciate your effort, but Times Square is a little glamorous to be doing the homeless thing. That's like camping. That's like urban camping. Giannis, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Greek Freak. Also, a guy. I don't. Me and Giannis go back. Me and Giannis go back to his rookie year when I said that guy's gonna be a star. Just watch. Tell him what president ever gave a more entrepreneur opportunity for blacks. Andrew is revolutionary policies. Like, I feel like, if nothing, if you get nothing, $1,000 a month. I mean, Kanye performed at a prison. Listen, again, Kanye and Cardi B are sitting right next to each other. They should do what they do and nothing else. These dying cities need UBI for economy. Dead cities all over America. Man, you waiting for Zach and Matt reinstated their Twitter after this morning. Yeah, I heard something about they took their Twitter down. No French toast and crepe. Yo, French toast and crepe, that would take forever. You need something quick. You got a line of people out there, you do not want to be serving crepes or French toast. Because when I make French toast, which I go in on, I mean, now you got to get out. You got to get powdered sugar out. You got to make sure you're hitting the right numbers. You got to make sure you have the right syrup. Who's got time for all of that? Pancakes works. Waffles, even better, because you just throw them in the press, flip it, done. Donate Andrew Yang is number 7 in the U.S. Okay. Nobody outside NBA fans know the Greek Freak. Exactly. It was a global event? Really? All right, Will. Crepes are quick and classy, but you need a pro. I've never made crepes. I am a fan of the culinary arts, but crepes just seem, I mean, they're so thin. I mean, you're not going to get full off of a crepe. No. You got to go full pancake. Plus, y'all be putting all types of weird stuff in your crepes. Like, man. Some people eating them cold. Like, what are you doing? I think Kanye is a thinker. Kanye is not a thinker. Kanye is a talker. Kanye will say whatever. I feel like I could convince Kanye to do anything if I ever got in a room with him. He is not a thinker. Everything that Kanye has ever heard, he's probably said. That's not a thinker. None of us has successfully made a crepe. Crepes is a weird word, man. I'm just saying, you say Nutella. You see, you're doing weird stuff, man. No. That's not going to... Don't take those to the barbershop. I'm like, what is this? Stop throwing shade at crepes. I mean, it's not the crepes' fault. They just, Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent endorsement would be... Jesus. Kanye is a feeler. Kanye is just a troll. Nutella? What are y'all doing? Y'all are destroying these foods. Chicken tenders and waffles. Are you getting fancy? Look, we can't afford all this. All right, I was saying that hot dogs were going to put us over budget. You guys talking about chicken tenders? So what is this event in LA? What is the LA event? Is it it's a what rally? It's the Andrew Yang rally in LA? January 18. I haven't lived because I haven't had Nutella on my crepes. I'm sorry, I'm not fancy like you are. No love for omelets in it. Omelets, again, that's too much work. Now we got to ask people for special orders. Hey, do you want green peppers? Do you want cheese? What kind of cheese? Do you want milk? Like, no. That's going to take forever. We need something quick. Pancakes, assembly line. Oh, it's a party. Oh, my bad. Fries for Yang. Fries? Could I do fries? Fries might work. Fries might work. I think we could do fries. Bacon tomato omelets with gravies. We are talking about breakfast foods and fries. What's my favorite movie? Ooh, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I don't even know. I don't even know what my favorite movie is. Pursuit of Happiness is definitely one of my favorite movies, though. I'll definitely say that. Raw PB&J, white bread, peanuts, and grapes. Chicken. Oh, jeez. If you ever had Nutella and grapes, you'd understand. I've never had Nutella. It looks super gross. Kanye doesn't care what people think about him. That's all Kanye cares about. You didn't hear him having a mental breakdown about getting liposuction a year ago? What are you talking about? Kanye West is incredibly insecure. Yogurt for Yang. I almost agree. I love to make that. What? Nobody's saying these foods ain't good. They're just not practical. Stop it, man. What are you guys talking about? So what other Andrew Yang things that I need to cover? You guys got me all types of distracted. Let's see. Let's talk. Tulsi Gabbard has said that she is not going to participate in the debates no matter what. She says she's going to be meeting with people in New Hampshire and in Iowa. I don't know how that's actually going to work. I don't know if she's going to fly them all into one central location or if she's going to do some kind of live stream or whatnot. So that'll be interesting. I don't expect the ratings on that to be too great, but I think she's just sticking to the rebel lane, and that's just going to be her pocket. I mean, now that I see that, what's this chick's name? Harris just keeps popping up in the conversation on VP. I think that Tulsi might be picking that lane to kind of pursue as far as, look, I'm not going to win this thing. Let me carve out a niche that somebody might need me for in order to secure their chance of being president. So might not be a bad way to go. Yang needs to get back on Rogan. You know, Rogan ain't talking to Yang no more. If you don't know much about Kanye West, all you need to know about him is on South Park. Exactly. Kanye West. Do you want me to play the Kanye West liposuction rant? Come on, man. Nobody. Kanye doesn't care about what people think about him. Ha ha. Nah, bro. You getting lipo, you care what people think about you. Well, she is. I mean, I think Tulsi's not going to put all her eggs in the Yang basket. I think she's open to Yang, but Yang needs that buy-in from the DNC. Yang needs to have that closed-door meeting where they say, look, we can't get rid of you, so here's what we can do. That's going to have to happen. There's just no way for it not to happen. Like, that's what happened to Bernie. You remember Bernie? That's happened to Bernie. The closed-door meeting has to happen. Otherwise, he's going to stay on the outside. We saw it with Trump. Trump did the same thing. Trump, they didn't like him. They tried to push him out all they could, and then they realized, look, we can't overpower him. We have to accept him. He's here. So that's going to have to happen. Just do a deep fry. Tell people to bring whatever they want to fry. Jesus. Isn't Yang hopping on the H3 podcast again this month? I didn't know if he was. All right. There are rumors about some type of Rogan, Sam Harris debate with all or most of the candidates. That's not going to happen. They're not allowed to do debates with each other. So that can't happen. And maybe it would be them going on individually, but they can't go on together. That's against like DNC rules. Rogan bad-mouthing Yang doesn't remember. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he ain't going to go on there again. We'll probably never get buy-in from DNC. Well, we need it. We need to drink socially, that is. What? Have I talked about the MLK connection before? His son told Yang his platform embodied his father's vision. I mean, look, you're not going to win black people on the MLK thing. Bernie Sanders marched with MLK. You're not topping that. I mean, not that that matters. It's just like that doesn't matter. But if it did matter, that would go to Bernie. Tulsi doesn't want to. Yeah, Tulsi says she's not going to the debate. Now, I don't think she's necessarily going for VP. I think she's just positioning herself as this is what you can expect from me. I'm going to be the strong woman Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense or whatever position she's trying to lobby for. That's what she's putting herself in a position to be. She's already given up her job, like so she can't go back to Hawaii and do what she's doing. So she's gonna have to set up the next round, and she's clearly not going to be president. So what's next? I'm a listen, man. I'm on the Yang Daily 10 team. Oh, Yang Daily 10. We were just talking about that. Just boil some chicken. Wow. Tulsi wants to attend the debate, but she's making it seem like she's standing for something. This is why you can't wait till the last minute, man. That didn't work for Harris. You can't wait till the last minute to have a position. If that's what your position is, you got to have it from the beginning. Like, look, I don't care about no debates. I don't want to go. And then when you don't qualify, it's fine because you said you didn't want to go. You can't wait till you weren't going to qualify and be like, I didn't want to play anyway. MLK died after proposing UBI, so Yang would actually get it. Come on, man. Listen, Chris, don't be so naive. Bernie Sanders marched with Martin Luther King. He did not win the black vote last time. Why did Killer Mike not meet with Yang in Atlanta? I don't know. Probably because Killer Mike is going to support Bernie Sanders no matter what. So he probably don't. I don't know. I think that he's supposed to meet him, though. I think she should do the debate. She qualifies. Yeah. Bernie Marchman, okay, but Yang actually champions. I hear you, but you know. Tulsi seems like a spoiled brat. Look, man, Tulsi's a fighter. All right? All I've seen from her is integrity, so I can't be mad at her for standing up for something. She actually did something about what she saw wrong. Unlike, she's done that more than Bernie Sanders has. She stood up for Bernie Sanders, by the way. Why is everybody standing up for Bernie Sanders except for him? What's up? Didn't she put her career in jeopardy for Bernie last time in 2016. You back to the Nutella, huh? Bernie is that old damn. Exactly. I think she should. How about dunking on Trey Young? What? Oh, what are y'all talking about? Oh my goodness. Should we be worried about delegates? No, that's not our concern. We need to worry about polling percentage. We need people to actually be voting for Yang. Delegates is important, but you're not going to win all the delegates but have no votes. That's never going to happen. Like, you're going to have to poll at a relevant percentage for your delegates to really matter. What do you think of Yang being the only person of color on stage? I think nothing of it. It doesn't. Black people don't care. In my line of work, I talk to black people quite a bit. Let me tell you right now, they're not talking about the election. They don't care about people of color being on stage. They care about policy, if there is any. And other than that, nobody cares. What do you think of Yang Gabbard ticket? I think it's not a winning ticket. Sounds great. Sounds like a ticket of problems for the establishment. I don't even say the establishment. I think problems for the Democratic establishment. I don't think it's that terrible. I think, honestly, if Yang got to the point where he had a sit-down conversation with the head leaders of the DNC, they would come out of it feeling pretty positive about him. But the problem is they've already backed these other people. See, they didn't take Yang seriously 3 years ago. So now he's an outsider, and they've already given all their money to Pete and Warren and not maybe Sanders or Pete and Warren. So now it's like we already banking on these other people. We can't have you come in here and mess it up. But I think if they had a real conversation, they'd be like, okay, we can see where this would work. The media doesn't think Yang is he's invisible. Well, I'm white and it bothers me. Wait, what bothers you? Sorry, JW, what bothers you? Tulsi stepped down from the DNC for Bernie. Exactly. When is Bernie gonna fight his own battles? Why is your younger sister fighting for you? Why does Andrew Yang have to stand up to the mainstream media for you, Bernie Sanders? When are you gonna stand up for yourself? The billionaire thing bothers me too. I mean, Steyer seems like a decent person, but not Bloomberg, and I think it just shows how rich people can buy their way in. I mean, this is America. If you told me that I couldn't buy my way in if I became a billionaire, then I'd be a little disappointed because I feel like that's what you've been selling me for all these years. Like, I thought that if I got a lot of money and my kids got in trouble, we could make sure that goes away. But, I feel like we backpedaling right now. Bernie's trying to make it real tough out here to be a rich dude. I'm Korean American. Our colors are transparent. They see past us. Oh, man. If Yang gets a DNC nomination, he could win with a rock as VP. Oh, yeah. I'm black and I approve that message. We don't care about your race. Man, exactly. And you see, remember, Charlemagne was all about Harris, right? That didn't do anything because he is not a leader in the black community. He is a clown. We don't go to Charlemagne for politics. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we in a different time right now. In the 80s, when there wasn't internet and people didn't really talk, you could just finesse a whole group of people off of some hope and change or some good feelings. That's over, man. It's over. We got the internet now. We know what's up. Obama's been exposed. So if he did everybody dirty, then now we just skeptical. Like, I don't believe you. Trump is the greatest president ever. I mean, he's something. Do you think Andrew Yang's being too nice or too quiet is a problem? Do you think his dad jokes endear him or make him seem like a joke? I think he's not too nice as a person. I think it makes him look very diplomatic. I think what hurts him is that obviously Asian stereotype, but also we need to see. I mean, he's by not being aggressive, or at least not necessarily combative, but just by being so nice, he doesn't get himself in a little dust ups where he can have an opportunity to put his policies out more frequently. So that's the problem. It's not. I mean, I don't think it's a. But yeah, there's still the Asian nice guy perception. I'll agree with that, sure. But I think that's a national conversation. I don't think that's a DNC conversation. And he stood up to the mainstream media like only Donald Trump has before him. So I'll give him props for that. You know what I mean? And he waited. He was patient. He was measured. He said, you know what? I'm not. It's not my fault. Or it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. And at a certain point, he said, okay, look, I gave y'all 15 passes. Now I got to say something. So that was great. Trump winning is Trump opening the door for an outsider, so that is Trump. Yeah. Trump wouldn't destroy Yang. I think Yang is our best chance. Yang is our best chance of beating Trump because Yang isn't necessarily anti-Trump. Like, he's running against him, but he's not anti-Trump like that. There's... they're both identifying problems. Yang is an improved version of what Trump was, all the good feelings of saying things against the establishment, which we needed at the time. And that opens the door. But with Trump and Yang, you might say, you know what? I don't hate Trump, but I think I might like Yang more. Whereas with everybody else, you don't necessarily like them more than you like Trump. You're just voting against Trump. With Bernie, you're just voting against Trump. With Biden, you're just voting against Trump. Like with Warren, you're just voting against Trump. None of these people are you like them more. You're just voting anti-Trump. So I think Yang can do it. Dave Chappelle supports Andrew Yang, not fake news. Rumor supporter went to the latest. Should Yang challenge AOC and Bernie more and get more? Yang should destroy AOC publicly. Yang should. I think if he went at AOC, which is kind of like a pointless thing to do because she's not in the race, but at the same time, yeah, she's the future of the party. So yeah, go at her. I think I would love for him to go at AOC. I mean, does AOC want to debate with Andrew Yang? I don't think so. Yang should shred Pete and take over MSM. He can't take over any narratives. He just has to work on I'm the anti. Like him going against MSM was very good for him. But I mean, Pete's gonna be tough to take down, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Pete's gonna be tough to take down unless he's having a rough week right now. But that performance in the last debate, it was kind of good. Sorry. I mean, you see the numbers. He's came up. Yang is pulling all Americans, and every other candidate are pulling selective Americans. I mean, that's why Andrew's the only prime elective. Exactly. Only liberal white people, at least for the most part, care about POC. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so weird when people are like, "Oh yeah, we need more people of color on stage." Like, we don't care, bro. We don't care that you got a black woman up there. What is she talking about? She ain't talking about nothing. She can go. Yang would destroy Trump on stage. It would just be really interesting, man. Yeah, but going to AOC, I think would just be, whew. I'm not a fan of AOC. And I think going at her would just be, that would be everything, because Fox News would love that. All of you know what? That might be the move. AOC is like like Hillary Clinton going at Tulsi. Yang can destroy other candidates anytime with ads, but once he does, he can't take it back. He needs to be measured. Yeah, Yang destroying AOC will be. I think that would be very smart because it's hard to attack Bernie. No, it's not hard to attack Bernie. Well, it's hard to attack Bernie because you don't want to lose his supporters. I think going to AOC is like a good way to go at Bernie without going at Bernie. AOC is too emotional. I mean, yeah. A one-on-one debate with Trump and Yang would be hilarious. It won't be an easy takedown on Pete because the mainstream media will not cover it appropriately. And we need them to decipher things in a way that is favorable for Yang. They would try to downplay it. I mean, unless he really hit him with something crazy where they just couldn't deny it. Because they try to spin everything. Medical for all who want it. Oh my God, stop it. Oh my goodness. The only poll that matters is the poll for which Democrat and Republicans will vote for. Yeah. Andrew attacked with love and kindness. If Yang goes at Pete for bulldozing 10 cities in South Bend and tie it to his contrasting vision of UBI, humanity first, what would Pete have on Yang? Experience? Yeah, I actually just listened to Trump's speech on, like when Trump and Hillary in the debate, I think it was the third debate, when she was like, Hillary had this thing, she was like, you mean experience like talking to the world leaders and blah, blah, and this and this and this. And then Trump's like, yeah, Hillary's got all the experience. The bad experience. I was like, what? And you hear the whole crowd go, oh. I was like, oh, God. He's so good at this. He's so good at this because he'll say anything. I think a lot of Pete supporters don't want to admit they automatically gravitated towards him because of his. That's exactly why people are gravitating towards Mayor Pete, because of identity politics. AOC and the libertarian Trojan horse, how she stands up for one poor when she's standing between them and $1,000 a month. Man, y'all want some anti-AOC videos? I'm gonna have the Bernie people all up in my comment section, like, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I don't like her. Has been talking about getting Fox on our side for his channel, but I've seen Fox been recent with them trashing Yang. I mean, I think Fox is open. Fox don't care. Fox is not. First of all, Fox is like the #1 news outlet, so they're not tripping. They're always looking for something interesting to talk about. And we've seen Andrew Yang on Fox, and he does well. So if they cover him, yeah, they might put a little slant on it. But they give him props for saying that he doesn't sound as crazy as the other ones. They would much rather have Andrew Yang than anybody else. But Pete has good policy. How does Yang get the black and Latino vote? He has to have policy. He doesn't have any. Okay, let me not say that. He needs surrogates. He needs to legitimately talk to people about things that actually matter to them, and he's not doing that. But I say the same thing about Yang with like temporary workers or people who make minimum wage. Why is he not targeting them? Why isn't he just putting out a graphic saying, look, you make minimum wage, this is how much you're going to make with Andrew Yang as president versus what you would make with a $15 hour minimum wage? Like, it seems very simple. AOC just regurgitates Sam Cedar, Michael Brooks talking points. Yeah, man, that's what I said. I would never thought I could be a president or I never thought I could be an elected official until I saw AOC, and I said, oh, you can be anything. Clearly, you can be anything. Oh, shoot. Young Latinos are more liberal. Older ones are not more conservative. I mean, I am not a young Latino, so I can't speak on it. I'm not going to act like I know. Talked about getting Pell Grants. Yeah, man, I don't hear no Pell Grants. Like, what? Who are you talking to? He needs more time to get nationwide recognition. Yeah, he's going to have to take this entire election cycle, unfortunately. She is quite... Jeez. Oh, man. The marketing for Yang on LinkedIn is smart. AOC loves the poor until he hears a guy who wants to give people... Yeah. Somebody really tweeted the other day, like, what if half of Americans stop working because of UBI? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why do you... Like, some people just say stuff. This guy literally tweeted, like, what if only half of Americans between 21 and 65 decided to stop working because of UBI? Why would they do that? You think people just want to live on minimum wage? That's all they want. They just want minimum. This is a real concern of yours? You think that's what's going to happen? People just going to give it up? Oh, 12 grand. I'm straight. Come on, man. Crystal demolished. Oh, yeah. Crystal been going at Pete, man. Nonstop. Pete's rise is like Kamala and Warren. Once the media turns on you, yeah. I mean, he's going to have to mess it up, but I think he's on his way. He's really working on it. I've been telling y'all since the first video I thought this field was weak. And you're seeing the fluctuation because it's weak. Crystal is disappointed. All in for Bernie. Yeah, I mean, look. Crystal does that thing that I try not to get to the point of doing, where I go so fanboy that I can't see anything critical or like they just attack other people just to attack people. Like I'm never gonna do that. Like if Pete has a good idea, I'll give him credit. Or if if Trump does something good, I'll give him credit. I'm not just gonna be like anti. Like no, man, that's corny to me. I had a girl tell me she likes earning her money after I told her about Yang's UBI. People say stuff like that. People fail to realize UBI buys time. Give something that is more valuable than being in a job. They really aren't. Look, people don't get that. Time is more valuable than money. Time is more valuable than money. And until you have your time, you won't understand that. But I promise you, it is. Yang won't have to lift a finger to take down Pete because Warren and Bernie are banking. Yeah. The Hill has been pro Bernie, only use Yang as clickbait and titles. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. I think a lot of those outlets. I told y'all after Yang started doing well in the polls, or not doing well, when he started doing better, all of those progressive outlets they stopped talking about Yang. Like literally overnight, they stopped talking about him. And then once they had the opportunity to start attacking him on the Medicare for All thing, they haven't looked back since. All of those channels were talking about Yang, which is why I never identify myself as a progressive. I never said I'm super left. I never said none of that. I said Yang makes sense. All them progressive channels. Oh, we can't mess with that Yang guy. He's a liar. He said he supports Medicare for All, but then he calls it something else. Like, oh, y'all just whatever. You watch that PBS film In the Age of AI. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Is that on Netflix or something, or is it just on? I want Yang to go back to his apocalyptic scenarios with UBI. I miss that because when you watch those older interviews with Yang when he was talking about people rioting, there's a whole different conversation about UBI. Now he's all. It's not bad. I mean, obviously he doesn't want to sound like an anarchist or conspiracy theorist or something like that. But I was reading the article. I think it was in. I'm not sure who. It was published quite a few places. It was something like Andrew Yang is having fun, but his message is serious, and that's kind of what it was talking about. How his message about automation, AI is super serious, but he's chilling on the campaign trail. Crystal is all in for Bernie. It's a shame that came and went in 2016. The same people who talk about not wanting handouts are the same ones receiving food stamps. Progressives are shady. I agree. UBI for those who were in need for a day and didn't see it coming. Oh, man. The Hill is hilarious in that regard. They will put Yang on tags and won't give him the talking time. Man. That's the basic difference between... And the Hill always puts that one crazy person on the panel who just says wild stuff. Like, hey, I need you to just go in there and say stuff against everything we're saying. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's so whack. I don't understand why people think Bernie will win if he couldn't get ahead in 2016. I don't understand. They don't think that he can win. They're banking on him winning because he's going to give them so much free stuff. He has to win. You hope he talks more about democracy dollars and ending his political revolving door policy. In the age of AI, it's insane. Awesome, very apocalyptic. Next Cold War between China and the U.S. It ain't going to be no Cold War. It's going to be a very short one. It's going to be very short. When China's ready, they're going to come. It ain't going to be no Cold War. They're going to look, we told y'all, we gave y'all time, and now time's up for you. They call him fearmonger, so he has to strike a balance. Yang is always cool in the right place. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, my goodness. Okay. MSNBC boycott is failing in the short term, but I think you can't win a boycott against MSNBC. It doesn't work like that. You can't. I'm not saying not to do it, but I'm saying you can't win. He talks more about democracy dollars. Yes. People need to understand the freedom dividend is us earning our money by being the owners of this country instead of the government, just like 401k or earning money in the stock market. Look, man, that's how this works. People have been conditioned, and now they don't ask for anything because they've been conditioned not to. Like, you're supposed to have extremely low expectations of your government because this is America. That's how we do things. Wait a minute. He's not going to... Hello? Hello? Yeah, Carter's what? Okay. Which one you going to? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll see when you get here. All right. What kills me is the same people who spend money on lottery scratch-offs will tell you they earn their money. And Yang is a joke. You're trying to be logical again. Stop that. We're not logical here, okay? We understand we're talking to emotional people. Go to Value Tape and watch China's stealth takeover while America is asleep. Man, they're not playing. They are not playing. China is not a joke out here. A boycott is only to call attention, but you can't quantize. You can't quantify a boycott against the mainstream media. It's like, I mean, come on. Even when the NFL, their ratings drop, what they say, it has nothing to do with the Kaepernick protest at all. And what are you going to say? It does? Maybe? Facts, like I love the Hill until they started making him clickbait, but only mainstream people. Yeah, man. I think Trump would be a Bernie. Is this thing moving? Hold on. Okay. Do you think the impeachment moving ahead will affect the Dem debate race? Yeah, it's making Trump's numbers go up. Trump's approval is up like 5% over the last month. His approval's up, and so is should he be reelected. Both of those numbers have gone up like 4 to 5%. So yes, is this gonna matter? Yeah, I mean, I think Trump's gonna get back some of his supporters. Do I give credit for never leaving out discussion points? What do you guys think? Bernie will get destroyed about his heart problem and what will happen. Look, if Trump and Bernie debate, no holds barred, Trump's going to be all over him. His health will definitely come up. I went back and watched Trump versus Hillary debates. I feel like the Dems are underestimating him because he crushed Hillary. Yes, I just watched the Hillary debate, the third debate yesterday. Trump is another animal, okay? Like I said, Trump will say anything. Do I need to remind you that Trump brought Bill Clinton's accusers to one of the debates? When they called out Trump for his grab him by the P line, he said, those were just words. We have all of Bill Clinton's accusers right here in row 4. These are the women that he actually had actions on. And then he said that Hillary Clinton defended I don't want to say the word RAP because I don't want to get flagged. But yeah, like Trump he's a beast. All right, he's a beast. You might think he's a clown. He might be, but if you give him one thing to do, which is go at this one person, gloves are coming off. If Yang can't pull it off, let's flood the 2024 field with pro UBI candidates from an allegiance and take this. I mean, I don't know. If it just depends on who wins. Politics was controlled by our parents, Jim, but now we are taking it from them because they're running problems as the rest of the world and blaming. I think you're being a little bit too prisoner of the moment. I mean, I think I think young people had a 0.4% increase in voter turnout at last election cycle or something like that. Like, young people don't vote enough. I mean, to swing the election. They could, though. Bill Clinton, their whipped cream. When Democratic candidates spend more money promoting Trump while Trump's sitting on the RNC. Man, Trump is... When I start making pro-Trump videos, just know that Trump came with the bag. I actually feel Trump is stronger this round. Trump is way stronger. He's running on results. He's running on record GDP. And total unemployment. Or total employment. Angie Yang qualifies December debate, bringing diversity to state. There we go. If Yang doesn't get the nod, Trump wins easily. I mean, I'm going to tune into the debates. It's going to be must-see TV. But I don't expect anyone to do well against Trump. I mean, we already know who he's going to attack or how he's going to attack every single person up there. We know how he's going to attack Elizabeth Warren. We know how he's going to attack Joe Biden. And we know how he's going to attack, what's her face? Or his face. Bernie Sanders. So, you think Bernie Sanders can withstand blows from Trump about being a socialist? Come on, man. You'd like to see AOC versus Yang? Yeah, AOC is not doing the long form nothing. All right, they still crushing her about her dishwasher or her what was it her dishwasher live stream, or was it a disposal or something like that? We have Elizabeth Warren and Andrew Yang for candidates of color. There you go. More jobs, low paying job. Yeah, Bruce, I'm with you. Bruce, I'm 100% with you. Yes, we have more jobs, but they're lower paying jobs. Absolutely. Trump gonna tell you, I didn't promise you it was gonna be $80,000. I told you I was gonna get you a job. What do you think the high school students who want gun control, would they vote for Yang? I didn't know about this. Is this a large faction of people, or is this just those people who go to like the marches and such, or they go out to city council? You have a lot of kids between 16 and 17 only talking about Yang and Bernie, and they're already talking about voting, so we're going to have a very high voter. Yeah, but 16 and 17-year-olds can't vote. Trump brought up the girl that was... Exactly, Alex. Trump, gloves off. All right. So I got to go be a good husband and father. I got to go do some family time. I appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. You guys have been awesome. Great conversation. Yang has officially qualified for the debate. So December 19th, get ready to tune in. PBS, Politico. Yeah, I'm excited. It should be a good show. And let's just make sure we keep donating. We got to hit 2 million within the next couple of... Hi, Dad. Hi, Sonny. We got to hit 2 million, so let's make that happen. Make sure you guys are text banking. Make sure you're doing your Yang Daily 10. Anything that you guys can do to help Andrew Yang get his voice magnified, please do so. I'm going to get out of here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.